Hey guys, 828 Finder Venture here. I'm going to replace the stem on that mountain bike. So come along with me while I take the old one off and put the new one on. The reason I'm doing this is to bring the handlebars a little bit closer to me because I've had a problem with my thumb and fingers going numb after I ride for about an hour. So anyways, let's go check it out. And if you would folks, if you like the video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. It really helps drive traffic to my channel and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay folks, here's the stem that I'm replacing. The one I'm putting on there is roughly 30 millimeters shorter. It should bring the handlebars back towards me just enough to take the pressure off my palms. I think that is the root cause of why my fingers go numb in my right hand after riding for about an hour. The stem is pretty easy to remove. I always remove the 4 Allen bolts on the front of the stem first, put that piece aside, then I loosen the other bolts that are holding the stem to the head tube. Then I loosen and remove the, I guess it's a cap screw on the very top with the little cap. And all of this is going to go back on the exact same way with the new stem. Now, some of you might be wondering, am I wearing gloves when I ride? Would gloves help? I've tried without gloves, with gloves. I have tried numerous grips. As you can see now, I have the foam grips. They work better than regular rubber grips. I'm not going to say names, but I think bringing the stem a little bit closer is going to really help. I didn't want to move my seat back any more than it was, so I'm going to try this, a shorter stem, and see how it all works, see if it helps. Because I like to ride usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so we'll see what happens. As you can see, most of these little bolts on my bike happen to be 4 millimeter, and I just use an Allen wrench to get them all off. It's real easy. This is not a highly skilled thing to do, to swap out the stems on these new mountain bikes. After I remove the stem, I put all the parts on it and back together and tighten down the bolts so I don't lose them, and then I store it just in case I need to go back to a longer stem later. Now, after you've done that, get the new stem out and make sure you read the directions. There are very strict torque specifications for these stems, and every one will be different. So please read the directions and use a little torque wrench when putting the stem on. If you tighten it too much because you're worried the handlebars might come off, you might strip out the aluminum and then it's ruined. So be careful doing this. Torque everything to the right specs. I have a little torque wrench. It's kind of the T-shaped thing. This one I got at the local bike shop. Works great. So if you're unsure about this, just go ahead and just take it to a bike shop and have them put it on. Now I'll go ahead and take apart the new stem. You've got to take that front bracket off. It's got 4 Allen bolts. You just take those off and set it aside. And then you're going to mount the stem on the head tube, just like you took the other one off, exactly. Once you have that done, then you can go ahead and put the stem on the head tube of the bike. It should just slide down pretty easy. Don't force it. You might have to loosen up the bolts a little bit. And then go ahead and put on my bike you notice there's a shim and then there's that cap with the screw. Go ahead and put those down. I don't tighten them up completely at this point. I'm leaving everything loose so it can be adjusted. Because you will still need to center your handlebars when all this is through. Then I go ahead and I put the front bracket on. This one was very specific in the directions that the top touched and the bottom did not. So it had directions actually printed on the stem and in paper. So, like I said, be sure to read the directions, because if you over tighten these, not only can you strip the aluminum, but you can break the stem. And you don't want to do that. Some of these stems are very expensive. Now, once you get your handlebars on there and the clamp put on, you will need to center your handlebars. Luckily, the clamp has a window in it, so that makes it easy. And you just want to make it even on both sides. That's what I mean by kind of centering the handlebar in the stem. And then you want to tilt the handlebars forward, because you don't want your brake levers up too high. So you might want to sit on the bike, put your hands on the grips, and see where the brake levers are most comfortable for you. Then you can tighten everything up so it stays put, and then torque it to the specifications that the manufacturer gives you. Also remember to stand over the bike and make sure your handlebars are centered with the front wheel. So when you steer, the wheel goes in the right direction. Even if it's off by like a 1/16 of an inch, it can be very irritating. So there's a couple of steps here you've got to take when putting on a new stem. I've done it a million times, but this is just something, if you take your time, do the different steps, it's really easy. And it doesn't take like huge mechanical skills, or years of experience to do this. I hope you enjoyed that video of me replacing the stem. Hopefully it'll take care of that problem I'm having with my fingers going numb after I ride more than an hour. Anyways, if you replace your own stem, be careful and make sure everything is torqued to the proper specifications. If you do it yourself, sometimes it's safer just to take it to your local bike shop and just have them swap out the stem. It's really easy and really quick. They can do it while you wait. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have some more coming, so stay tuned. If you liked it, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. See ya.